Let's go. Don't waste your life, man. I know a lot of people that are scared to go die.
Hello, my ice cream. I'm sorry I couldn't be there with you, but my wife and I, we're celebrating our 10-year wedding anniversary. Can you believe it? I think it's probably okay that I'm away for that, and I know you love me well enough to be okay with that. Next week, we are going to have a final assignment for life and work. We are going to do an assessment of how the habitudes have affected your life. Now, I don't want you to panic. This is not like a normal quiz or a test or anything like that. But what it is I'm going to ask you some questions based on the habitudes about how the habitudes have affected your life.
Hi, do well on your habitudes quiz.
Anyway, I'm going to be asking you questions like, which habitude are you strongest in? Which habitude are you weakest in? What habitude have you seen displayed in somebody else's life in the school? And which habitudes are you going to work on during the summer? Now, I've sent you a study guide. I put it on OneNote. I put it on ThinkWave. I put it in. I sent it to you by email. It's everywhere. So there's no reason for you to say that you didn't know where the study guide was, because I've given you all sorts of places to find it. I also sent you an email that gives you sort of an outline on the kind of things I'm going to ask you. So you can get a good idea as you're studying on what to concentrate on, and be thinking about how you would answer come next week. Now, I'm not trying to trick you. I'm not going to tell you think about this thing and then ask you the exact opposite. So you can trust that the outline I gave you is basically what I'm going to be asking you, and they're not going to be one-word answers. Don't give me one-sentence answers. There's going to be several sentences, like 3 to 5 sentences in some places. They're very thorough answers, thoughtful answers, not one word or one sentence answers. That's not saying anything, so it's not going to help your grade if you do that. Think of it as a conversation. Think about you going out with coffee with your mom or your dad and one of their friends, a family friend, and they ask you, what's been going on in your life? How has your life been changed in the last year or so? And you could think of explaining that with habitudes. And so that's what this is going to be like. This is just identifying where you are with your character and how the habitudes have affected you, where you think you need to go in building your character in places that you're weak. So don't think of it as a quiz or a final, because then you'll panic and you won't be able to think right. Think of it as us having a conversation, but you're typing it, and I'm asking questions on in the form of the form like we do with the journal. You will do fine. You are getting graded for it, and you can find out how much in ThinkWave, but it is not something that you have to be afraid of. No conflict, okay? I'm going to allow you to use your notes so that you can understand the things you're saying, but I will not give you points if you copy what the notes say into your answers. You need to answer with your own words. I want to hear your thoughts, or I want to read your thoughts. I want to see where you are, and I want to save this for next year. And when we come back to school next year, we're going to take a look at where you are at the beginning of the school year, based on where you were at the last day of the school year, and see if you've grown. And the best way to do that is to take everything that we've learned about character and habits and attitudes, and use that to do an assessment on your life. Okay? Well, that's about it. I'm sorry I can't be there. I love you, and I can't wait to see you next week. Zote Yubakoft.
But until then, learn with excellence, live with excellence, lead with excellence, and totally love with excellence. You can, you will, you must.
Look, all I need is 116 to brag on my king, Romans 1:16. We brag about him daily cause he runs this thing. Can I do it? Yes, sir. Can I do it? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We rep the Lord truly. We hitting straight ahead and we ain't trying to hit no you it. Man, they can't do nothing to me. We don't look like them other dudes do it. We young boys, but we sound mature. Call me Stewart. But this ain't no baby talk. Say we make them Looney Tunes. This that call is crazy talk. Makes them say they may be out. We was blind, now we get to see. This that Navy talk. My goal is to rest in them, but this ain't no lazy walk. My daddy ain't make me so, but he